Hey, everybody. I was back here grooving to that intro. So, hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. Pandi here of Pandi's Hair Candy and More. Thank you for tuning in to another special edition of Chit Chat with Pandi. I am super excited here today to present to you all my special guest. Let me tell you all a little bit about him. And welcome. If this is y'all's first time coming in, welcome. If you are already my chat family, you already know what it gives. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, good afternoon and welcome. Now, today, like I said, I got a very special guest. I'm looking at my notes here because I don't want to misrepresent. I want to shout him out and give him all his due respect. So, from time to time, you all know that I do open up the platform to these one-on-one type. I would say rather than call them interviews, they're more like candid conversations, okay? Pandisations, if you will. And I do that with the hopes of enlightening you all, inspiring us, and motivating and educating on what this is that we do on social media, right? So without further ado, I want to introduce to some and present to others Mr. Terrence B. of It's a Terrence Kind of Thing. I love that. It's a Terrence Kind of Thing. He is a social media influencer. Okay. He is a healthcare professional. And he is also a renowned tennis instructor. Okay, so let's bring Mr. Terrence up. Look, he is cracking up. Hey, Terrence.
Down. Hey, Pandi. Hello. Beautiful. Hello. Hello, everyone. And
How
the
you doing
Pandi.
today?
I'm sorry, excuse me.
I say, how you doing today?
Oh, Pandi, I'm doing absolutely wonderful. I'm doing so great. First and foremost, thank you so much for inviting me into your home. You know, you just got such remarkable things going on your channel, and so I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited, and also, I like to just say thank you for all of your support, you know, with my channel, and I'm so grateful to be a part of yours, and this is awesome. Like I thank you. I know you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited to be here, you know.
Yes, I am so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. I am always pleased. I always get my kiki on when I come over there to your channel. You be having me rolling. And you are so real, so down to earth, so relatable. And I just love that about you. I have a few things to say about you as well, too, before we get started. And welcome everyone and thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so nervous. I need to calm down. I feel like I'm speed talking.
No, so you're not. You're right.
Okay. So, again, I want to welcome you, Terrence. I want to give a little bit of the backstory, right? So, yeah. I feel like I first came across your channel in my girl Journey with Kiki's. That's where I first saw you. Okay.
Yes.
And you see some of everybody over at Kiki's. Kiki be networking her tail off. Okay. So, okay, I'm a member of her channel. She's a member of mine. And I've been rocking with Kiki probably for almost a year now. So Kiki's good people. So I was like, okay, cool. I seen you over there. And then one day, Tammy had shared your video. Tammy of NYC. And I was like, yes. And I was like, let me go check his channel out. Because, you know, I'm always in the YouTube streets networking and whatnot. And so I was like, I went over there and you were doing what I call a miniature story time. You was at work, you had your scrubs on, and you was talking about the people getting on your nerve at the hospital. What I tell you, resonated with me because I am a hospital employee, okay? So I already know when I seen you in the scrubs and the cap and the lockers behind you, I was like, okay, yeah, he talking some real spill. Let me sit down, let me cross my legs and sip my tea as I listen, right? Because he was giving us some good stuff. And then I started coming back more and more, and I started seeing all the familiar faces. I saw Damo and Nene there. I've been knowing them for like 2-3 years now, and just
Wow.
different people. Everybody was so warm and receptive, and it was a great chat to be in. So I that's where I met you. I feel like I got to spend a lot more time over there. You came over, you paid me back by showing me love and visiting my channel, shared me out a couple of times. And I think the rest is like YouTube history. We just be like, what's up, Pandi? What's up, Terrence? We see each other in the street. And so I found overall entertaining. The most thing I found overall entertaining, and I'm gonna get to the chat and greet everybody in just a moment. Your tennis videos. When you said that you were also a tennis instructor, I was like, oh, wow, that's very different because we rarely see tennis instructors. Yeah, we rarely see that. So I was like, oh, wow, this is fascinating, And then to listen to you in your tennis videos, because I watched all the videos, and I was like, oh, he knows what he's talking about. And he's good at what he does. So I'm here to tell you guys, if you guys are not already connected with Terrence, his link is pinned up above in the chat. Okay. So that's a little bit of the backstory. Terrence, can you tell us a little bit more about, like your start and what led you to social media in the first place?
Absolutely, Pandi. Again, thank you so much. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me okay, Pandi?
Yes, the sound is good.
Okay. I'm on some hotspot. I got this half a G internet curse, so I had to just bring out the big gun.
Yes.
So I am. Oh my gosh, I'm elated to just be here. This is so awesome. So my social media, my YouTube content creator, I guess, thingamajig. I didn't know. Let me tell you, I don't know if you remember College Club, right? Like online or whatever, and you do a little bit because it was like right there when like MySpace was happening.
Okay. I remember that one. I do remember MySpace though.
Yeah, gotcha. But I was never big with any of that. I always thought it was silly. My sisters did more of that, And so when I don't know, like when I came across YouTube, honestly, I wanted to learn how to tie a tie, and stop buying the ties that, my dad would get, like the little clip-ons, So, so I actually literally went to YouTube and just like, I don't know, fell in love with like the how-to, videos and everything. And I don't know if you know CJ So Cool, but oh my gosh, I mean, he's been at it for so long. And so I did come across his videos first. And I love the fact of, I didn't really know what was going on. I thought it was like, oh my gosh, this is like, he's like crazy. Like, nobody just normal could ever do this, And obviously, like I said, he has, grew and grew. But just to start from, and I've been following him for years, just to start from like a smaller, standpoint it was amazing. And I always had this, when I watched him, I had like a little bit of like a feeling like, okay, I really want to do something with social media. I love acting. I feel like I'm a jolly, individual, and I'm never like, I'm not shy. I'm country. I'm crazy, and I said, you know what? Maybe this could work. I didn't even know about the money. I didn't know about no money. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about any of that until I came across Peach McIntyre, and I was like, this woman, because I was in Tampa at the time, actually. I said, this woman's talking about being monetized and this, and she's, talking about all the money. I'm like, this has got to be a joke. Nobody's gonna like, actually be able to get monetized on YouTube, and they're gonna watch videos and play ads and do all this. And so I started researching. I took her course, and I took a couple classes. And on top of that, I bought the YouTube e-guide, and I don't want to just say the rest was YouTube history, like you said, but honestly, it was just research, 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 research. Like I literally, right now, I'm looking at this big TV in this hotel room as I was in, several others and stuff. I don't even watch TV. It's all YouTube. This is like my TV now. And honestly, I have to say, I have to pay homage. I have to be, I have to just keep it respectful and real. Like, honestly, I would not have really believed in myself if it wasn't for the CJ So Cool, the Peach McIntyre, the Chelsea Lens, and when I actually got a chance to really, be in Peach McIntyre chat and she's shouting me out and she's talking, I then, I fell in love with Latrice Allen because of Peach McIntyre. Now, again, everybody's not everybody cup of tea, but all these individuals, what they have in common is a hunger and a drive. And I have that within my career, right? So I wanted to match that with YouTube. And I know some people are like, oh my gosh, he just keeps going live and he does this and he has this, he does this, he's doing that. Doesn't matter. I want to be successful. I want to do everything in my power to be successful for myself. And when I see them doing it, I know that I can now, And so it's just so exciting. It's surreal. It can be stressful, but I'm not just saying it for the live, but literally I would say more than it's in high 90 percentile. Like it's been so awesome. It's only a little bit of negativity and that's just what's going to come with anything. But this has been awesome. This has been awesome. Just because I got on YouTube because I wanted to learn how to tie a tie, and I didn't know this would happen,
Wow. Isn't that something? That's so true because I came to YouTube for literally to look at wigs. Like before I would purchase my wigs, because I was in the middle of transitioning back from relaxer to my natural hair. And so I was in the in-between stages and I had never worn a wig, right? This was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. And I was like, well, let me look on YouTube and see what the wig reviews are saying. And, I would look and see the girls with the little chunky cheeks. And I'm like, okay, her face is full like mine. So I'm going to try that one. And then it just blossomed into what I'm doing now. Uh-oh, I think we lost him, guys. So hopefully Terrence will come back. He'll hit the link. He said he's on a shaky connection. So we're just going to bear with him, be a little patient. The other part of the story that I forgot to say. Oh, there he goes.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you back. Hey, Carlos.
Okay.
So, yes, I forgot to say that Terrence is a traveling medical professional. And can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
okay. I have you on the hotspot. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me okay, Pandi?
Yeah.
Okay. I said it may be just a little bit of a delay. Like I said, I got that half G internet curse going on. But I'm a traveling surgical technologist. I'm also a traveling first assistant in surgery, and also I am a traveling sterile processing technician. I'm all three of those things in one. And
wow.
And I know some people are like, okay, what is that? I'm like, I want to say Google it, but then Google, like, it's not going to really show every single thing. It's just so hard to just say in a couple of words. But if somebody were to say, just try, I literally say that the surgical technologist part, yes, I do pass instrumentation, but the first assist part, literally, I'm making an incision. I'm deep in cavities just as well as a surgeon, removing cancers, and that's like my favorite. I love kicking cancer in the butt. You know what I'm saying? And getting in there and getting it done. I love that part, definitely. But seriously, I suture, I make incisions. I am literally the backbone, the vertebrae to that surgeon. Like verbatim, I've been called that from the general surgeons that I work with, the orthopedic surgeons that I work with, the urologists that I work with, the OBGYN surgeons that I work with. So it's just crazy. And then I said, you know what? Sometimes I want to relax. So I was like, let me go get certified with sterile processing because then I can actually travel and make bukus of money just decontaminating and assembling instrumentation. And that is really what I feel like, okay, I really struck gold because I'm able to decompress while at work and not deal with like patients and a lot of people and just assemble, the trays and things and still make the same, if not more, in some states. So it's been amazing.
Wow. Oh my gosh, Terrence, you wear so many hats. And then you are right. Like you are all up in the surgery, like all up in the cavities with the surgeon. You're working side by side with him, right?
Absolutely, yeah, side by side, and then like sometimes side by side, but literally a lot of times right across from them. We're on
Oh, wow.
like both sides of the bed, and I mean it is every time. I'm telling you, I'm not even kidding because I know people are like, okay, he's weird, but I get so excited about work. It is so exciting, and I can't believe that I'm able to do this. And so when people say, well, how do I get started? I'm excited to tell them, and then that's when you have the thing where you start to talk, and then some people may receive it as, oh, he's bragging, he's boasting. And I'm like, no, I'm just trying to explain to you guys that, hey, you're able to do this, and it doesn't require 10 years of school. Now, I must say, I pretty much got that under my belt, but that was from, receiving other degrees because I'm thinking about the future as well. So, and also, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, Pandi.
Nothing
I'm
wrong
a
with
geek.
it.
I'm a geek, so I'm just simple. I'm simple.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So I think this is a lot of the draw. Like your energy is always through the roof. I know that for the role that you play in your career, you're required to work long hours, extremely long shifts, and then being a product of the School of Peach, where you're going to hit that internet multiple times a day. I just be
Yes.
like, where does he get the energy? And then I feel bad, like, okay, if Terrence can do it, let me go ahead and drop another share. Because it's like,
Exactly.
there's absolutely no reason. I only worked 8 hours. Let me try to push a short out. So it's
That's a
motivating
lot.
and it's very inspiring as well. Now, can you tell us how, like, can you give us an idea of what it took for you to grow your social media following? Like, what did that look like from the beginning
Woo!
to the mid
Okay.
to now?
Okay. I got it. I'm telling you right now. Some people probably gonna be like, okay, I get it, and some people ain't gonna understand. Be like, huh? You did what? So
It's a
literally,
grind. It is a grind.
it's a grind, and you
It
gotta
is a
give.
grind.
You gotta give in order to receive. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? And
indeed.
so
Yes,
that's
indeed.
been a blessing. Honestly, for me, that's been like a true blessing. Me able to go into so many different live streams. Like I said, I've been, oh my, when I tell you I was in Peach McIntyre's and I was dropping crazy amount of super chats. It's not just, okay, I want to drop these super chats and I want you to shout me out every time, and okay, and I'm buying this. It's me showing my appreciation and the support. That's one way that I support. It's there, so it must be a reason that it's there, that dollar sign. So I'm going to support in that way. Maybe, some people may think that way too much, and it very well could be now that I've grown, my following. But at the same time, it's just that's how I really, really, really did it. I networked my butt off, and I invested, like I would like to call it, me investing in my channel. Not to mention, I just supported so many people by, not necessarily with giving super chats and super stickers and super thanks. I became a member of their channel, and I'm just keeping it real. Like, I became a member of so many people's channels even before I reached 10,000 subscribers. And also working hard, long hours and stressful hours, but then every time I'm on a break, I'm in their live streams. I'm trying to support them. I'm trying to get up on panels. I am networking my behind off. I was literally eating, sleeping, dreaming about YouTube. And again, maybe that may not be somebody's, maybe that's not their game. Maybe it probably brings on too much stress or anxiety or maybe a mild depression. But for me, I had such a hunger from it, for like I said, watching CJ So Cool, watching Chelsea Lynn, watching Peach McIntyre, and truthfully, that is the way to do it. Now, somebody may say, no, you got to give us more. I did so many short videos. I got more shorts. I got more shorts on my channel, which probably, now I'm just gonna keep it real. I can't guarantee, but the thing about it, I know I gained a lot of subscribers because of those shorts. But some people, I did a lot of shorts with, me in the casino and certain things. And some people, they don't want to sit up and come to a live stream and just watch you talk and giggle. They want to maybe see you at a slot machine. And so when I'm able to drop some of those short videos, or if I'm trying to go live really quick, it's crazy how much traffic that I receive from those particular videos. I'm just keeping it real, but definitely that is how, like, I would say the gist of it is, hell yeah, giving money. Giving money at my time, but you know what? I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real.
All the way 100. Now, I appreciate that, because I'm gonna touch on that real quick, because two part. As a content creator, we know to help our channels thrive, we depend on those super chats, those cash apps, those super stickers, those memberships. So I don't see anything wrong with it, especially if where you're going, you are getting something from it. You're being poured into, you're being supported, you're being shouted out, you're being shared out. Why aren't you going to bless? It's the same as if you go into a restaurant and leave a tip. So I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Second, the other part about what you said, the shorts really do. It always amazes me when we run across these people that are like, I'm not going to waste my time with shorts. And I'm like, are you kidding me? First of all, February 1st, YouTube has now opened up the ad revenue sharing. And now you see everybody and their mama trying to push shorts, because guess what? They're going to be monetized. Okay, that's going to be an additional stream of income. So if you ain't got no shorts, you better try to make some, because that is going to be money on the floor. So that is awesome. And I mean, you're never going to really be able to please everybody. So,
exactly,
we're going to have supporters and we're going to have haters. So that is excellent. Now, I have another question for you. What do you consider your style of content to be like? Because I feel like you're a mixture, but you go ahead and give us what you consider yourself to be as far as your content.
Okay, definitely. I would like to say that I am a lifestyle motivator and realist. I'm in that niche. Some people may say, "Oh no, you're just vlogger," or or sometimes maybe, I don't know, like a little drama. But I'm not. I would like to hope that I'm not like drama, sector, and I'm in that, kind of lifestyle, but definitely like a positive lifestyle, motivating, realist. I really, as I got involved with YouTube, I said, oh my gosh, a lot of people are going to be talking about, well, what's the niche? What really are you about? And I'm like, well, it's a Terrence kind of thing. I'm all of that. And honestly, like, I'm not trying to like just, rewrite the wheel of YouTube, because I know that's really what you want to do. A lot of people, and I've been in these classes, I've researched, I've done it. I've done my homework. I'm not even kidding. And I know that you do need to, maybe someone comes in and you probably do need to verbalize, okay, yes, I'm a lifestyle vlogger, or I like to, I look at myself as a gaming channel, or, the slots and things. But see, I could do all of that, And so I remember messaging Peach McIntyre in a class, and she did this massive Zoom, and she actually answered my question. And I said, do you have to put yourself in one category? And even her response was like, absolutely not. I want to get to a point where, you know, I mean, I can't film here in the casinos in Boston, Massachusetts. I can't film in Portland, Maine, which is, it's just, oh, it just upsets me. But um, when I do get back over to Vegas and I go to different parts of California, or even like, you know, maybe doing a little bit of gambling in Louisiana, I will be able to stream uh, um, and I don't want to just be subjected to, okay, well, he's just a slot channel or whatever. Like, you know, I want people to be able to come and know that, yes, I might in the future do another channel. Okay, I understand that. I think that would be smart, especially, you know, when you're talking about a business and revenue and everything. But I still want people to come over and maybe I'll eat, maybe I'm gonna talk. But in the big picture, I'm gonna be a positive, real individual who just maybe, you know, happens to curse a little bit, likes to gamble, and you know, a little flirtatious. You know, just I'm just being myself. But I would definitely say lifestyle. Lifestyle is the answer there. And yes, I'm long-winded. But people say, "Oh gosh, she doesn't get to the point." In YouTube, that's the last thing you need to be trying to focus on is getting to the point. You got to make these videos last. You got to make these videos. I'm telling you, so you can place those ads or have those ads, you know, placed or whatever. You got to be able to, you know, talk a little bit, you know. So, but definitely, I think I would say lifestyle, you know, motivator, realist. Does that make sense?
It absolutely does make sense. And honestly, I feel like the name that you selected for your channel is very fitting of that because it's a Terrence kind of thing. It depends on what I'm feeling that day or at that moment. I might be feeling like chopping it up with y'all, or I might be feeling like giving you a story time about work, or I might be telling y'all about this casino. So
Absolutely.
it encompasses all of Terrence and it's your thing. So we gonna tune in to see what you're talking about. So I think it works well. It's a great play
Thank
on
you.
words for you. Awesome. So that was a good answer too. So now
Thank
my
you.
next question for you is how often do you post? Like, do you keep up with it? Do you have a set number or a schedule? How do you decide that?
Okay, you're talking long content, short content, going live.
Even a combination, like do you
Okay.
separate between your shorts as well as like your uploads and then your lives, or do you just kind of go with what's working with you for that day?
Gotcha. Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, for the most part, I was hard on myself about doing live streams. I told myself I want to go live every single day, and then sometimes I want to go live multiple times through the day. Now I am slowly backing off from that. Okay, as I get a little bit more familiar with YouTube and everything, but I'm still going to do something every single day. I'm not gonna I'm telling my channel, I'm telling channel members, which, like I said, you're a channel member, and I appreciate you so much, Pandi. But as
Yeah.
I tell everyone, I say I'm going to I'm there. I have so many things in the notebook of possibilities. Okay, I have so many things listed, and I'm going to try and tackle every single thing. But I don't want to. I don't want to stress myself out. But what I do try and do is be consistent. As I keep saying, I'm bringing up Peach McIntyre. I know some people gonna be like, "Why does he like her so much?" Because this woman know what she's doing. Okay, so
Yes, you do.
she really does. I mean, it's amazing with what she's doing, and not to mention, I ain't got one child. This girl about to have seven. You know, wow. You know, but but definitely, she says be consistent.
Yeah.
She
Okay,
says
so
be
and that makes a lot of sense because your engagement has got to be like through the roof because you literally do put something out every single day. And a lot of times, multiple times a day. And I'm always amazed at how people can do that because I'm telling you, I be feeling guilty. Like, dang,
no.
I ain't did nothing all week. Well, I better throw something up because folks is over here, dropping videos, 5 and 6 videos a day, and I ain't put nothing up in a week. So
Yeah,
it's
everybody's different though, Pandi.
time. Now I'll maybe put up a community post just to let people know I'm still here, but I always wanted to know like what drives you. But like I said, I can tell from your energy level, your personality, your drive. Like you said, you have a vision and you know what it is. You got the notebook of possibilities. You've already wrote it down. You've made it plain, and you have a goal, and you are working towards
Yes.
it. And so this is why I enjoy coming over there. This is why I enjoy sitting in on your lives. A lot of times, especially during the day when you're live, if I'm at work, I got my earbuds in. I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm listening. I can't really drop down and say what's up, but I'm listening because I always feel like I learn something each time that I visit. And I
Thank you.
forgot to say this, and we're going to touch on this because I want to know about this.
Okay.
Parents, when I first came over to your channel, it was maybe five. I don't think it was quite 6 months ago, but I know you had like 90 some odd thousand subscribers. Okay, you have been so down to earth and so relatable. You literally don't pay attention to the numbers because you're just like all of us. You talk to us, you share us out, you hop on people's links, you help support smaller content creators with getting watch time. So when I saw you come live with that plaque, I was like, oh my God, he got 100K. So tell us how that felt and like, what does that mean to you? What does it still mean? Because that's a huge accomplishment.
It means everything. It means it's so heavy.
I bet it is. Oh my God.
It
Oh my
means
God.
it
So
means
how does
everything.
that work? Like, tell us
So,
what.
I'm sorry, I lost you. I'm sorry. I think it's me.
Sorry, I was gonna say, like, what was it a process leading up to? Does YouTube like reach out to you and say, "Hey, you're on track to get this"? Like, what happened?
Okay, so literally, so the verification came before the plaque. The check mark.
Yeah,
Apparently, this now because I know. Can I say some things?
yes, of
I
course.
want to touch on it, and then okay. So I know people are like, okay, but he has, like when I had 60, 70,000, oh my gosh, he has 67,000, and he has like some, the most I've seen in his chat maybe was 30 or 25 or 40. And I like to tell people it's so funny because I've gone back, I've done my research. I had more people in my channel in like live streams, okay? Live streams. I'm all around the world and stuff. I'm in the Philippines, I'm in the UK, I'm in the US of A, I'm Indonesia, Ecuador, a lot of different places. But it was
Right.
more people that were in my chat when I was at like 5,000 and 10,000. And I feel like when I didn't like talk about money as much, I feel like I'm just keeping this is just my opinion about the channel. I feel like
So,
maybe people and then I go back and I'm like looking at Latrice Allen, Peach McIntyre, CJ So Cool.
did we lose you? Uh-oh, Terrence, you froze. Hold on, Terrence. I'm gonna put you down and then have you come back up. I apologize, y'all. Give us a moment. Okay, he'll rejoin us in just a moment, y'all. I know he has a kind of unstable Wi-Fi connection where he's at, but you guys, is this a good interview or what? We are actually getting to chit chat with a larger content creator, someone who has amazingly reached the 100,000 mark. I think he's at about 111,000 right now. Very down to earth, very supportive, very relatable, always friendly, always positive. Terrence B. It's a Terrence kind of thing. So he came over to chit chat with Pandi and give us a little bit of, what it takes to get there. And I am just so honored and humbled that he accepted my invitation to come on and chat with us. So hopefully he'll be rejoining us soon. Let me say hello to all of you all who came in. Thank you guys so much for being here too. Wellness with Frugal Mama. Hey, Deborah's Journey, Coach Sherry. Who else did I see? Hold on, let me try to scroll up, guys. The Sure Shannon Show. I think he's gonna come back. Your boy Smooth. Official 1SP. I think I saw Carter's Eats in here. I told y'all earlier, look, this is my second live of the day. I was like, I'm going to have different hair. Long hair don't care. Okay, I had no makeup on earlier, but I got makeup on today. Okay, he's back, y'all. Let's see if we can bring him back up. Uh-oh, Terrence, it's saying your device is not connected. Connect your device, Terrence. It's saying your device. Okay, he's going to try. He dropped down. We're going to let him come back. Let him come back up. Chilling with the realest Mary B. Let me see. Did I miss anybody? We got Coach Mary Ma in the building. The Sure Shannon Show. Shannon gracing us with his presence. I saw my homie Short Bus pull up. Where Short Bus go? Short Bus might have left. Miss QT. Carter. Hey, Carter's Eats. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for coming and supporting you all in this new year. I got several of these one-on-one interview style live streams coming up because, it's Pandi's Hair Candy and more. And I'm all about so much more than just hair. Over here, you guys can always expect to get social commentary, trending topics, trending recaps. I hold game nights. I do a bit of everything over here. And this year, starting the new year off, we did a fire empowerment conference just to get everybody motivated and inspired, especially us content creators, to really get out here and grind and hustle and build up our platforms. So that kind of led me towards, I had been wanting to do more of these, but I had always kind of stepped back and was a little bit nervous about really stepping out there and going, walking in my purpose. Like I always tell people, walk in your purpose, walk in your purpose. But Pandi wasn't walking in her purpose. So I'm excited. I think this was a great interview, and I hope Terrence can come back because I did have a couple more questions for him. But also I know that with him being a traveling healthcare worker, and him being, in a different state, he's in a hotel right now. You know how that is. When you're in a hotel, the Wi-Fi can be a little bit unstable and shaky. So again, I apologize for that. Let's see. Okay, I think I said hello to everybody. Oh! Hey, Carter, let me get your comment down. I didn't even realize it was still up there. So we're going to allow just a few moments. Oh, drop it. Yes. I'm sorry, Terrence. My bad. Hold on. Let me get it. I didn't even see you down there. I was so busy running my mouth. Okay, Terrence. Okay, there you go. I'm so glad he came back. Let me get my little banner ready in case somebody crazy try to hit this link. Because y'all know, y'all be mindful. If you host live streams and you do panel shows where you drop your link, I hate to drop my link into the chat because anybody can hit it. And sometimes people jump up there trying to hit your link with not so nice intentions and showing themselves, in a way that can get your channel flagged. So be careful and have you some overlay banners on standby that you can put up in the event that you want to protect yourself. So you just don't bring somebody up on your channel and get your whole channel demonetized. Let me see. Did the link drop? Okay. All right, Terrence. Okay, I see you. Look, because I was like, you ain't finna be back here showing me that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Look, half a G internet, I'll tell you. That's what happens. So I was. Is it okay if I pick up like where
yes,
I
absolutely
got kicked off? So I was saying I think I mentioned that I had more people in my chat actually than I actually do now. But with speaking with literally like speaking to Pete McIntyre, but also listening to certain things with CJ So Cool and Black Rambo. Who these people? CJ So Cool. I think he's over 1 million. He's over 8 million. He's heading towards 9 million subscribers. Black Rambo is heading towards 2 million subscribers. Been in several of his live streams. Okay, several. And I'm saying having 1 million, having almost 2 million subscribers, and he was like, bro, like sometimes I can't even get 50 people in my chat. People don't even buy my merchandise. The people that really have subscribed and rocked with him for the years and this, and because he's talked about so much, he said so much of his accomplishments. And to be honest, like it's the newer people like myself who came in and was like, here's $100, here's 50. I'm gonna purchase some of your merchandise. It's just, and to be honest, I don't know if that makes sense to people, but the long-standing subscribers or some of those supporters tend to not as support like they used to. Does that make sense? And then some people literally, and I'm not throwing this is positive, okay? This is positivity. This is information. I want to be informative and I want to keep it real. But a lot of those people, and I say a lot, and I'm not exaggerating because I've wrote it down and I'm not kidding. And maybe they probably will look and I hope that it's all love and respect, and I'm sure it will be. But a lot of those people were in my chat and live streaming, when I would live stream. And some of them, yes, they ventured off into content creation. And we all know as a content creator, it's hard to support everybody. So I get that. You're not going to be, you're a content creator and you're trying to push it and you want to grow your subscriber and your family and everything. So you just can't probably support the way that you probably did initially. But with that being said, I tell everyone, I can't go, Pandi, I can't come over to your channel every single time or whatever, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna come over within a month. I'm gonna come several times within that month, and it may not be every single time you drop something or whatever. And I don't expect everybody to be in every one of my live streams, but it is interesting because yes, I have grew and grew and grew, but as I've grown, it was like, okay, certain people just kind of fell off. And I know that's a part of YouTube as well, but see, I didn't know that though. I didn't know that. I know that now. I didn't know that then. And so when I'm able to go into Black Rebel and I'm like, or Eat with Q, like she does a lot of shorts and a lot of videos, and she barely, not Eat with Q, I'm sorry. There's another channel and Q is in her name, but she does a lot of shorts and a lot of maybe some of the like not as long content, but she barely goes live. And when she goes live, I'm like, oh my gosh, she doesn't have that many people. But this is the deal too. We have to stop thinking because someone has 200,000, 100,000, 10,000, or 500 that they can have 100 people, or they have to have at least five or 1,000. It changes, and when you go live like I do, I go live super early in the morning, super late. And I know I'm trying to reach different audiences, and I feel like I've done that. But I must say, when you do bring a little bit of drama, you gonna get those people in that chat.
Listen, I was
But
going to be able to chime in because I was going to tell you where the numbers reside. I mean, that's where the numbers reside, and it's crazy because I'm all up and through these YouTube streets, and like I said, I used to just be a watcher before I ever decided to start my channel, right? And so
yeah,
I know where the hood is and where it's safe, on
okay,
the streets. And I guarantee you can go into one of these content creators in certain sectors, and it'll be 5,000 in the chat, and somebody's getting drugged, somebody's getting doxxed, all kind of foolishness, and it's like the sensation, the chaos,
exactly,
the craziness of it brings in a
yes,
crowd. But if I come up here and I'm talking about peace and self-care and how you can do this and that to nurture yourself, I'll be lucky to see 5 to 10 people in my chat. So, I
exactly.
mean, that just is what it is. And then with regard to the people falling off, that's the YouTube game. It's
It
like
comes, yeah, it
it
comes
comes
with it.
in bands and waves. You'll get like, when I first started, I used to always have 20, 30 people in my lives, and I don't know what, I'd be trying to figure out like where they go, because they ain't
Look,
around no more. But
where
then,
do all the people go? I mean, where
right,
the
like you
wild things
said,
go?
new people come along, and so as a content creator, you just have to mentally be prepared for that. People will come in waves. You have
Exactly.
your day ones that are gonna ride and die with you, which we don't want nobody to die, but you know what I mean. They're gonna
Yeah,
ride,
we get what you're saying.
and
Figuratively
then
speaking, exactly.
of course it
Sometimes it may
is
be we probably do it literal, but anyway, that's another live
right.
stream.
Right, and I don't expect anyone to like be at every single thing that I do. You're not going to always make every live. You're not going to make every premiere or even see every upload. But it is nice to see, when people are in your comments, because it
Yeah,
causes you to be like, oh my God, I haven't been over there lately. I need to go over there and visit that
yeah,
person.
make time. Exactly.
So I get it. And then as content creators, when most of your audience are content creators, that in and of itself is, it's
A
understandable.
struggle, a
Yeah.
struggle. Now, and with that, but see, with all of that, I did not lose my. I guess I didn't. I say I guess, but I know I did not lose my focus. It's gonna happen. It is what it is. I know that's a part of the game, and I thank God to have people that have like really made this what it is, and I can look up to. Because now I kept going, and I said, you know what? Because I would see check marks. I saw check marks on Peaches and Chelsea Lynn and Tammy, her cousin, not our Tammy CNY, but Chelsea Lynn Tammy. And I
Right.
said, I want to get that. And honestly, I just kept going. Like, I'm not, like I keep telling people, I've been in so many people live streams. I got up to 72 channel members, being a part of 72 channel members, not having 72, but being a part of 72.
Wow.
And yeah, that number has decreased, okay?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real. Like it is a new year, new beginnings, and I'm like, I have to focus on this business more and more and more, and I have to pour in. I'm pouring into so many other people that are not supporting, and I'm not angry. It's a business, It's a business. So I want to make sure that for me personally, I want to make sure that I'm doing everything in my power to set myself up for success. If I'm successful, I feel like, yeah, everyone else coming around in my circle will be successful as well. And hence, it just kind of happened. They sent me they sent me the link, To first it was the verification, and that was something that they go through your entire channel. The authenticity, I said that word very wrong. They go in, they look and see if everything authentic and everything is copacetic and A100, and they do some intense looking into your channel, because a lot of people, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, we know there are people that are doing things, and you know what, to each his own. I do feel like YouTube, obviously, Google owns YouTube. YouTube isn't crazy, and I have to tell people, I'm like, okay, that's gonna probably hurt you in the long run, but definitely far as like when you look at far as getting not necessarily getting your plaque, but getting the verification. I think that's more. I think that was more serious and more complicated than the plaque itself. I mean, the plaque, okay, when you reach your 100K subscribers, they send you that information in your YouTube, well, to your Google. Um, you could say your email, but also they let me know in my studio, my YouTube studio, and then I just agree with the address and agree to all the things. And then they just sent it. And Keisha had this at her house for probably 6 weeks before I even said, hey, okay, send it. And then I'll like make a video about it, because everybody kept asking about it. But this was not my goal. My goal is to just be successful and honestly, and I'm not going to lie and say, I never wanted to make money. Heck yes, when I found out that I could receive that, but that wasn't the main focus. The main focus with surgery is not money too. You know how many people said, "Oh wow, this is a life hack. Let me travel and make 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 10 grand a week." And you know how many people that probably lasted all of maybe 3, 4 weeks, because they get burnt out. They're stressed. They're depressed. They're away from family and friends. It is not for everyone. And money cannot be the main focus, in my opinion, for my life. I'm not speaking on anyone else, but it's just not the main focus, because money's gonna be there. So I want to bring the passion. I want people to really genuinely see my efforts. I want you to know that heck yes, Tan's gonna hook you up with a super chat. He's gonna share you out. Now I ain't dropping no links to my channel no more. Right. But I'm just gonna support the best way I can, and these things just happen. And I think, and I literally I'd say they just happen, because I didn't know that it would ever happen, and I'm honored. I'm so grateful for it.
That is awesome. Now, I did put a question up there on the screen that Coach Sherry had. She was asking, what are the check marks? And I think that has something to do with the verification, right?
Okay, yes. You have a verification when you become monetized, and you have to, verify the address and the code. And it's not that verification. The check mark verification, it is entirely focused on a channel that has 100K subscribers that have reached that milestone and on up. Okay, 100K, 100,000 subscribers or more. And what you do is, you have to. YouTube isn't going to say, "Hey, you want to get verified? You have to apply for that. You have to apply for that," because I'm keeping it real. Some of these channels we know are, they're drama infested to the point where it's absolutely like negative, and it's almost like an evil, energy when you go over to some of those channels. Because I've been to some of them, or somebody may suggest, and I'm like, oh Lord, let me get out of here, because they talking about killing the mama and the children. I'm like, I am not dealing with this. I don't want any parts of it. Drama's one thing, but we're not going to incriminate ourselves, because that's very possible. Okay, the FBI is watching y'all. Okay. Okay, and these employers are too. Okay, yes. So Maine Medical, you watching me? I love y'all. Okay, everything is positive, but real talk, and all jokes aside, honestly, you apply. Okay, you put all your information, and what you are allowing me to do is to go. It's like background check on your actual channel. Okay. Wow. With all the subscribers, all the traffic, it is background check. And it's like, what you're doing is you're exposing everything that your channel is. And so it took, for me, this process took 8 weeks.
Wow.
Now that's 2 months.
Yeah.
That's 2 months. That is something. It's not, it just doesn't, because people are like, oh, your check mark appeared. I had already applied for that 2 months ago. And then when somebody told me that it was there, and I was like, oh my gosh, because I didn't get like a whole great, you're verified kind of celebration. It appeared, but definitely it's a thing where it can take however long it needs to take, depending on what your channel is about and what it's made up of. But it is like, it's legit. And also that check mark, because so many people fake people channels, especially when they get bigger. So you have content creators that are at 100K, 200K, and so on. And some of these new channels are like, okay, I want to pretend to be him or her, but you're not going to be able to do that because you don't have. You can pretend all day long, but you're not going to be that verified check mark channel. Okay, the channel that has that verification on it. So it is also a security blanket as well.
Exactly, and that's good that you mentioned that too, because we do see a lot of these clone channels where they're making them exactly like the content creator. They'll change one letter and it's got the same picture. And that's how a lot of people are getting phone bombed too. Because you'll copy your link and you'll bring somebody up thinking it's that person and it's not.
Yeah.
One slight difference. So, oh my God. So I didn't realize that you actually, once you reach that number of subscribers, you have to apply to be verified.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Right now, if you look at some of these bigger, you just go in and type channels that are 100K or 500K. A lot of those channels don't even have the verification check mark. Some of those channels are said to be, maybe, like I said, not within YouTube, standards or rules and things. And so YouTube they don't want to expose themselves, so. But I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying I have nothing to hide, and I wanted that to be at least, because so many people have so many things to say, but I wanted that to be something where people can look at it and say, "Oh my gosh, you know what? He has to be legit." Now I get it. I shouldn't worry about those things, but that's just it's within my nature. I want to everything far as that's gonna make me look legit and because I am and everything that's gonna be a positive thing towards my channel. I want to get all up in it. I want to adventure in it, and that's just my take on it. Some people say, Terrence, you shouldn't care about those things, but I do.
All right. Okay. This is new because I did not know that, Terrence. I thought that was something that they just automatically did once you hit that level of subscribers. Wow.
There's so many people that don't have it.
Okay, so that's good to know. Now, my next question for you. I got a few more questions. Do you gotta be off going?
No, I ain't got no curfew, no nothing. Okay, and right now we on the best internet. We on my own internet.
Okay, good. Okay, so my next question for you is like, especially now since you have over 100K subscribers, you definitely got to have your good side eye always open because let's face it, there's wickedness out there at all times. Yes. So with that being said, like, what are your thoughts on collaborating with other vloggers or YouTubers or content creators? I'm so grateful and thankful that you accepted my invitation, but what are your thoughts on doing collaborations going forward?
It's so sad because even I don't know if that question is even involved meeting up with people. Like maybe even outside of YouTube, or like, collabing in a sense of like literally like maybe being beside someone. Okay. But just to answer that, like, I'm keeping it obviously within YouTube, but to be honest, I'm terrified. I'm terrified. And I'm not even gonna, and I'm not, look, I'm a big man and a lot of stuff don't scare me, my mama did, but like I said, all jokes aside, honestly, it is terrifying. It really, really is. I think that because and and I'm just speaking from my experiences in my channel and what I've done, and then also some of the emails that I've received. You know, just recently, like I was showing, okay, I'm gonna go to the casino, and I was, you know, I took some cash out of the bank, and you know, yes, I flash cash, you know, but I'm not showing to say, okay, hey, I got $1,000, ha ha ha, but I'm just showing, hey, literally, this is what I'm taking in, you know, and people are like,
It's just
I'm surprised you haven't gotten robbed yet. I'm surprised you haven't done this, and blah 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 blah. If I were to meet up with you, I'd do this, and blah, blah, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But you're thinking in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, well, if I meet up with content creators, or if I collab with them, is it something that, and Penny, I just appreciate you so much. I'm not even kidding. But it's something that you think in the back of your mind, like, okay, do they want something? Are they trying to, you know, sabotage me, or, you know, like you brought me up and we spoke, you know, backstage before you even, went live and aired this, but I just trust you as well. I mean, I've watched your channel for quite some time, and then it's the energy that you can't deny. But I have watched others, and maybe sometimes I'm not a good judge of character, but definitely it's terrifying, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, do they genuinely support me and like me, or is it because, you know, maybe I'm not rich, just like Latrice Allen say, I ain't rich, I'm just wealthy, you know, a little wealthy. But I know some people say, well, you ain't got no home. Okay, I had a home. And that was a terrible idea, but I made money off of that, thank God, when I was 21, because I was a little bougie. But my mom passed, and I was able to pay my mom and dad mortgage off, and pay two of my dad's car off, and my cars are paid for, and so I do have things to show for. But I like to say that I'm not rich, I'm wealthy, and I like to say I'm wealthy in God. Okay, I'm wealthy in the Lord, so I'm
right.
able to maneuver through life. But to be honest, like, yes, I feel like some people are out there, and maybe they're like, okay, what can I get from him? And then that has happened, you know. And like I said, you know, this is not to be negative, it's just to be real, because I think content creators and people within social media needs to really understand that that's just like we talk about Hollywood. You know how many people like coming back and telling their stories and stuff, like, this is not all, you know, rainbows and skittles. It's very complicated. There's a bunch of things going behind, that's happening behind closed doors, and people almost, you know, pretty much being molested or raped or sexually abused. You hear so much. Now
Yeah.
with YouTube, that's not gonna. I pray that won't be the case, but far as being used and manipulated, or what's the what's another, maybe just or set up, you know, I do feel like that is very, very possible, and I think that some people just, they're in this, and maybe wants to get a part of other channels and stuff, maybe bigger channels, and they see it, okay, well, wow, they're making a little bit of money and stuff, and Lord knows I ain't making a whole lot of money, but I did want to share, okay, I've been able to make a little bit of over 10 G's, you know, within 5 months of YouTube. For me, that's a whole lot, you know. Then you have Peach McIntyre, who made 10 G's in one month, you know, on YouTube.
Right.
And but again, you know, I haven't done any classes. I haven't, and I want to maybe one day, you know, venture into that and stuff, whatever. But I really want to get I want to get all the ducks in a row. And I do thank God for my career, but it's amazing to know that this is a platform where you can do that. But then the scary part is like, yeah, you know, I want to collaborate with so many people, but it's like, oh my gosh, like, not even if I don't even meet them and stuff, but it's just like you, Pandi, you've never been negative. You've always been so supportive of everyone here, and everybody. And I see you in these chats. And even when I might be going in a, you know, having a moment, you know, you've never judged me. You've always keep it 100,
Yeah.
and you didn't even backpedal from like, oh, I ain't doing no dang interview with this dang dude. I ain't doing that. You've always kept it 100, and for me, that's like the ultimate professional, you know. So
Yeah.
I commend you, and I'm grateful for you. But yes, like, unfortunately, um, you're not unfortunately, it's not a whole lot of people like you on this platform, unfortunately. And I know some people may be, I don't know, Pandy B, people may be coming in and out that probably just don't agree with me. But this is just my opinion. And also I like to say this, you know what, it's my opinion maybe to you guys, but it's actually my story, within myself. And I know that I have no reason to bash anybody or lie, but it is a very scary situation at times. But that is something again where the great people that I've mentioned, these amazing, amazing content creators who expose everything about their lives, they're so transparent, they have no reason to lie, and everything that they have mentioned for me has came to surface. Now, I am not just okay. Let me just look at this and nod my head. Now I'm taking more notes, and I'm being a lot careful, and that's why I made some changes to my channel.
Okay, all right. So
I'm long-winded. I want to make sure people understand.
Absolutely, that was actually very good that you clarified, because for me, when I was drafting up my questions, I thought, well, let me ask him, what his thoughts are on as far as collaborating with other content creators. And I didn't even think about in person, because I'm gonna tell you, I ain't fixed to meet up with too many folks off the internet. I just ain't finna do it. But I do have a small circle. It's so small, it's a dot of people that I do plan to meet up with eventually and, collab with from YouTube, because we have established and developed that relationship. But
Yes.
for the most part, I was thinking like, doing like joint ventures on the platform or other social media type things. So that was really good and in depth that you clarified.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. And then with regard to what you said about me, when I tell you I'll be up in these streets, I've seen it all. I have seen the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, the sweet, the positive, and I have learned to stay in my lane.
Yes, Andy.
I let it fly. Okay, it don't have nothing to do with me. I'm not getting in it, and that just is what it is. And I'm never going to pass judgment on anybody, because it could be me next week. You know what I'm saying? So that's my stance, and that's the way I conduct myself. Okay, and
Absolutely.
it keeps me. But I appreciate you, and I feel like my relationship with you is independent and unique between me and you. I'm never going to judge you based on what happens with you and somebody else. That's just not how I get down.
Pandy, thank you so much. And I know that's the God honest truth. I'm not even kidding. Like it is so, it's just some people you come across here. Like I said, we could use more people like you.
Yeah.
But it's some people that you just come across here, and it's just something clicks. And you know what I love? I love when it's like we might not agree with everything, but exactly. It's like, you know what? I ain't gonna be doing what Terrence doing, but I'm not gonna judge his ass. And I'm a cursing Christian, but I'm not gonna judge him. But I'm still gonna support him. I'm in his lane, but I don't have to rock with everything that you do. And those are the real people. That's exactly what I found out too with CJ So Cool and other people. Like when it's the people that are always, not to say okay have your back, but when they agree with everything that you're doing, or you can't do anything wrong, that's when flags need to be raised and light bulbs need to come on, because I want people, and it's people that come into my channel and it's like they probably don't agree with this person or this person, but they keep it neutral, and they're not picking sides, and if they do decide to choose to say something, it's like it's the side of right. And I love that. And I want to keep those people close, but I appreciate you. I really do.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well. I always have a good time over there.
You're welcome.
And okay, let's see. I think I got a couple more questions for you, and then I'm not going to keep you too much.
No, I'm in no rush.
Okay, awesome. And then we'll go to the chat and see if anybody has any questions for you before we end. So awesome. I love this because you have been given such great answers. I think you already kind of talked about what inspired you. You kind of came here looking for advice on a tie, but then
Literally, yeah.
now, okay, what topics like you gave us a little bit about the casinos. I know you talk about tennis. I know you talk about the healthcare field. Are there any other topics that you plan to go into maybe in this new year?
Oh my God. You, I'm like, I'm just like, I want to interrupt you. I'm so excited. So Mary B and okay, so it's two things, okay? So I'll get to like, I feel like the more serious thing. Um, we want to start doing, more collaborations, and obviously, here, obviously on StreamYard, and we wanna touch on social injustice. We really want to focus on that, and and I know some people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, or why do that? But it's important, and you know what? Why not use our platforms for positivity? No nastiness, but positivity. We want to come with laws, not just theories. We want to come with facts, not just opinions about things, and really touch on topics that yeah, people are touching on, but they're touching on when, unfortunately, when somebody has already been murdered or hurt.
Yeah,
And so we want to talk about this, and maybe it could probably reach some people that, even other backgrounds, ethnicities and stuff, and other background, and maybe they can have a different perspective on things, and also maybe talk about our experiences about that. And I'm excited about that. You know what? This is YouTube, and it ain't no harm in doing that, and I think it's important, and it probably really could help save someone's life. And people was like, well, what are you talking about? Obviously, yes, like, police, the police, like, brutality, and even when that does come about, like, when you have those circumstances and issues, the rioting and things and stuff, we want to hit on everything. Like, it's not just, okay, oh, the cops are killing black people. No, it's just the fact that, okay, all lives matter, but definitely we want to focus on black lives, and hopefully reach people, and people not just think, okay, well, and you know what, and Mary would say, and honestly, and I know she's been up and through the chat, but even she would say, Terrence, well, to hell what these people think.
right.
you know you we're going to be doing this from love and our experiences, and hopefully it reaches other people. It reaches people, and I just think it's important. And I love to joke, I love to play. This is a thing where, so so it is, I've seen it in a lot of different channels and stuff, where you have these alter egos and
Yeah,
and
so
and,
wait,
and you
yeah.
make, like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, are you telling me that you guys are gonna be doing like true crime, or because this sounds exciting?
Oh, no. Hey, that may be an idea, but no, as far as the social, like, like injustice and stuff, just maybe a couple live streams on that, and maybe bringing people up, and just shedding light on the situation, and I don't know, maybe it can. I don't want to say like spin off, but maybe it can be a domino effect of where people say, okay, I like these conversations and stuff, and maybe just have more serious conversations, the conversations that people don't want to really talk about, and or what I've seen that people really don't talk about as much until it happens.
Yeah,
It's that's always happen when you have something tragic happens. That's when you're going to see it in every single sector of YouTube and other social medias. It's like, well, why are we talking about this before it happens? Let's talk about maybe what you should do if you were in this scenario, this situation. A lot of, I know for a fact, like, I mean, a lot of my cousins don't know, or you don't know the rules and things. Even if you say, if you're carrying a firearm or certain things like that, things that can actually make you more of a target. We want to discuss. And like I said, people don't know this, but I've had a lot of experiences in my life. I'm 36 years of age. I'm so old. But I've had a lot of experiences in my life, and like I said, now I think that it's a blessing that I'm able to be in this situation now, and have people kind of coming in. Even if people catching the replay, at least they're still seeing it, because I can't believe the numbers after you go off live. And I'm like, nobody else is going to watch this. I got 100 likes, 100 views or whatever stuff. It's going to be good. But then people watch it, so
Yes,
I think it's important. You never know. YouTube is changing, by the way. People say, no, you can't have that many people. Nobody's going to watch that. It's live and you're not, nobody's going to watch the replay. And some people come for that because they don't want to deal with maybe what they see in the chats, the trolls and things like that. So they actually come to watch the lives and not watch it in real time, I should say. But
right.
but as far as when I say having fun and joking, I mean, Mary, what people don't know, I don't want to disclose too much because I told her to do another Q&A. That woman is exceptional and she is really big with theater and arts and she's just so much fun. Like, I mean, I talk on the phone with her on a regular basis and she have me in tears. And I know I have her rolling and shouting, but she have me hollering. And I'm like, I'm about to get kicked out of this hotel, but but I gamble, Terrence, he gambles and so it's been a thing where some people, I get these messages and emails. I don't know why folks email me. Email me for business. Don't email me with drama. Just put that in the comments or just don't even bother, But I don't want to be opening up emails or drama. I'll be thinking there's some good stuff in there, some sponsorships. So
Right.
you're right, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
my God, that is so crazy to me.
yeah, those are the people that don't want to be exposed, and I'm not going to expose them anyway. But when you put comments on, other people can read the comments, so you pretty much expose yourself. So some of them are actually quite smart to just, and I'm not going to not list my emails, but they're quite smart to email you the drama and the craziness, and you just don't know what it is until you open it. And I want to open everything possible. If I go to my Google and they tell me, okay, this isn't spam or this is not a virus, I'm gonna open it, because you have the phishing,
Right.
you know about that and everything and stuff. We know about that with our jobs and all that. But some of this is like, it's it could be a positive thing and I wanna open it. But a lot of times it's like, oh my gosh, like why are people being nasty, But again, that's just what that comes with as you grow. And it really does. I mean, if smaller channels tell me, man, we get a lot of craziness too. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe back off from who from who you're dealing with, because that's something too, maybe it's just who you associate yourself with. Because of the whole gambling thing, I've been called, having a gambling problem, a gambling addict, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make lemonade, and I like the lemonade. And like I said, this is not a negative thing. This is such a positive thing. So Donnell Peterson was created, and I did like a little short video, maybe like 3-4 minutes, and it has like I think 1,300 views on it now, and I'm like, oh my God, and people are talking about it and talking about them, and I'll just bring them up and say, you know what? He went on to the casino without me. And everybody's like, oh, Donnell, he's a mess. He's this, he's that. So it's fun. And then I start to think about like, Eddie Murphy and Tyler Perry. I'm like, who knows? This could be something major. I don't know. Maybe it could be a book. It could be something where hey, we're having fun about this, but we are hitting we are making points with people who really do have some situations and issues, but also it's a thing of making making lemonade from lemon. That's how I look at it, because we should be able to have fun and not be, I mean, I guess we're public figures and stuff, people are in the public and people are always gonna judge us, but it's a shame when you're just having fun and it's received as that. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna beat people to the punch, and that's what I plan on doing too. Maybe even having a live stream, and that's gonna be tough. I hope people show up for that, because that's not easy. Changing, just the little bit of an appearance and having that accent and doing this and engaging is actually quite a challenge, but it's gonna be fun. Everything's gonna be fun. So those are the things I got coming up. Sorry to be so long-winded.
Oh no, you are absolutely fine. I'm actually looking forward to that because I think Chilling with the Realest Mary B is awesome. She is so real. Like, okay, my family's from the South, but I was born and raised on the West Coast. She is so West Coast. It's just like, come on,
You get
girl,
it?
come on, girl. And so that's gonna be dope. I can't wait to see that because I think you guys balance each other out. You say
Yes.
she's
Yes.
real city, she's real Cali.
She real Cali, and she will be like, Terrence, listen now, I love you. But
Yeah,
that wasn't right. You need to now that ain't cool now. I'll be
right.
like, okay, yes, ma'am. That woman is, let me tell you, she is not a yes person. That she
No.
will tell you like it is. And Pandi, I'm getting the vibe from you too now. Because I hear, the Instagram, and I hear that your voice, like I keep saying, I'm never gonna stop saying this. And as I've told Mary too, I can listen to y'all all day. Like all day. Like literally. And that is not me trying to hit on nobody. I'm just saying, like,
No,
when
absolutely
you
not.
sound
I
amazing.
I get it. I sometimes tend to be a bit authoritative, but I'm working on that. I'm fair. I'm balanced. I'm fair.
I think you're exceptional.
Thank you so much. All right, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna hold y'all to it. I'm gonna keep bothering y'all like
Oh,
really
it's
busy.
gonna happen.
Okay. All right, so
even with
looking
even
forward.
with half a G, Pandi. Even with half a G.
Uh,
Half a G ain't gonna hold me down.
all right, so that we will be staying tuned for that one. Now, let me ask you this. Because you have grown your platform so rapidly, who do you like consider your core target audience to be like, or do you even know? Because I
Okay,
would
well,
imagine it's harder to keep up with having so big of an audience.
okay, the core audience. So I go into, I like tell people I don't like look at the numbers too much, and then I'm in the studio and I'm like, I don't just say, because sometimes it's depressing. You be like, well, why
Yeah,
did this one get 5,000 or this get 2,000 and this get like 20 views, and I
right.
just start to psych myself out and I'm like, this is stupid, Terrence, stop it.
Yes,
And
yes.
so, but I do go into like the audience section, and it's like, it's people, I would say, it's like neck and neck with women and men, and from the 21 to 50, age group. And I think the most people that are watching at this moment, which is a blessing, and I don't mean to sound weird, but it is people in the US. Okay, so I want, because you know what I'm saying, like, the revenue, it looks good over in the US, compared, and no shade to anybody in other countries. I feel like I'm gonna hang myself with this, but it's just like people gotta realize different countries, when they're watching your content, it's, the revenue does change. But I would definitely say the audience are people within the US of A and within that age group. But far as like, okay, what they do, it's weird because I know for a fact, like I'll even ask some people in my chat, like, well, how old are you again? And blah 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 blah. And what do you do? And a lot of them are they're gamers. They like to gamble. They're the lifestyle vloggers. So it's like, it's because Beth missing pieces. Like, she's over in the UK, and that woman is just like so amazing. And she's coming, and she does like, she crafts, and she does like the tarot readings and things like that. It's just so many different things. But like, I literally think that, it's just, that's something that is that's interesting. Okay, a question, but it sums it up to why I say it's a Terrence kind of thing, because I've done so many different things, and it's like, okay, one day I'll be talking about this or that or whatever. I try my best to kind of have a positive, no matter what, I try to have some type of a positive, vibe with it. And it just has brought in so many different people from so many different places. But
Yeah.
with that being said, I mean, it's yeah, it's just not. I mean, I'm big with the stock community. I've actually been like, when I used to want to do it, I was modding for a few slot channels, and I can't tell you like TL slots. Tom and Laura. Laura is a nurse, and Tom is just an amazing, amazing man. And that couple supports me so much, and that couple supports me so much, and also I have several other people from the slot community. Like I said, hear me out. You'll see them in the comments and stuff, but you barely gonna see those people maybe in my live stream, and that's understandable, you know,
Right.
because
Because
that's just not what they do. But
and they seem to be like all over, so different time zones and stuff like that.
yes, yes, I hope that answers the question. Though I know it's just actually kind of it's just not a it's just not a one type of audience or or I guess if I don't know who's watching. It's just like some of everybody, you know.
Yeah. No, you answered perfectly. Honestly, you gave an age range and everything. And I have to agree because whenever I'm in your chat, and you seem to know everyone who is in your chat.
Thanks.
And
I
it's
try
like
my best.
there are gamers, you got crafters, you got vloggers, you got beauty influencers. You have a wide variety of supporters in your audience. So that's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so
Right.
much, Pandi.
You're
You are
welcome.
so beautiful, so sweet.
Oh, thank you.
I just love you.
Now, let me see here. Okay, my next question for you, and we're getting to the end, guys. I told you I had a wealth of questions. So, because we do know that you have a busy career, you have a busy social life, because I consider like going to the casinos and tennis and all that. That you're fully busy, and then you're on here putting out content on a regular basis. You said you like to drop something at least daily. What
Yes.
would you give to someone like myself or us smaller content creators as far as time management? Like, what do you recommend or what works for you? What suggestions would you give to content creators as far as how to effectively manage your time better as well as be able to still grow your social media platform?
Exactly. You know, I that's a really, really good question. Oh my gosh. The way that I would answer that is to say, what's the main thing that is giving you or allowing you to make money at this moment? Like your the biggest bank, the biggest thing. Okay, for me, it's surgery. Okay, that's like my livelihood. I love it, my career, and I want to focus on that first and foremost.
Yes.
I so to sum that part up, I mean, you got to prioritize. I think so many people coming at this in the wrong manner, and also they're trying to. What I've seen is, smaller channels, whatever. I mean, I was at like 2030, and I remember doing a video, and I was telling my sister, I was like, she was like, "What do you think about the ring light?" I said, "I don't need no ring." I said, "That's for established content creators and established YouTubers. I ain't established." And she said, "Why would you even say that?" She said, "The fact that you are doing this video at the moment makes you established. You're on your way." So the confidence, really having true confidence. I know it's so cliche, so whatever. Oh, Woosaw, he's Papa Teresa. No, get yourself some confidence. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Like honestly, prioritize your life, okay? But definitely believe in yourself. Know that you're able to do it. And stop with this. I can't, I can't, I can't. Can't should not be in your vocabulary. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I don't really say that too much. I may in a sense of, oh, I cannot with you. You are so crazy. But not, oh, I can't do this. I can't go to work. I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh, whoa, there's me. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, I don't do that. I don't. I want to stay away from that because I think that
the negativity, the tongue is so powerful, the lack of confidence, not prioritizing, the negativity, all that, it starts to fester, and then you start to become that. You're not going to be consistent with YouTube. You're gonna be focused on other channels and what they have, and that's not the way. Stay in your lane and focus on what you have control of. And I think numbers are gonna come, but like you said, you know that I try my best not to focus on the numbers. Like right now, I cannot tell you like I'm not gonna lie. Like with certain, you could say, Terrence, the top two videos or the your three latest videos. How many? I'll give you $1,000,000 if you can tell me the views you have on them. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know, because like I really don't be trying to look at that. Like I don't care if one video may have 500 views and 100 comments, or one video has 2,000 views and 20 comments. Like some people don't comment, some people ain't gonna like, some people. I mean, so just don't look at numbers so much, and I think that's really is gonna help smaller and also some of still us bigger content creators, because I don't consider myself big. I mean, CJ So Cool 8.8 million I think is big, but
Right.
some people, yeah, that's probably has maybe 2,000-3,000 subscribers will look at somebody with 100K and be like, oh my gosh. And I'm very humbled by that. But at the same time, I I remain humble. I do have a next week. Okay, I'm gonna have the broke man mentality. I don't know if y'all saw my post, and we gonna make a 6-figure paycheck in 1 week. I'm claiming it, but
Right.
so that's gonna be a lot of work, a lot of overtime, but we gonna push it. We gonna get it. And I ain't gonna hurt nobody in the process. but that's just what you have to do. You have to push yourself. You have to challenge yourself. And I think that some of these new upcoming content creators. Oh, I don't know how you feel about this, Pandi, but like I said, I'm not in the market of trying to uh, strike a nerve or just cause a problem. But you gotta engage more. You gotta engage. I'm seeing a bunch of it's okay if you doing like silent and stuff and you've already mastered. I think even Kiki does like a meditation and live or something at night, and it's nice. But
Right.
this girl engages every freaking morning. She engages, and she's in so many other people's live streams. She's on a panel. She's shouting out others. She's engaging. You cannot hey mama triplets, you can't at just one moment think, oh, I'm gonna get on here and I'm not gonna talk. This is YouTube, and people are coming to listen, and I know some people probably want to come in and they don't mind just watching some things, but at one point or at some point you have to be able to verbalize something, and I think that's going to help as well. But hey, this is my advice. It's just my little 2 cents. I like to tell people, and I know you're saying you were ending it soon, but like that's just like, okay, I love tennis, and I've won state championships twice. Um, Now I didn't win all 4 years, but my senior year I should have won. But I was a little bit of a pompous, a-hole, because I thought my stuff didn't stink, and that freshman he showed me the way. Okay, I'll never forget that. My dad won't live it down to this day. But with that being said, just say, okay, yeah, I know some tennis, but if Serena Williams were to come up to me and say, Terrence, your serve, you're not bending at the knees, you're not rotating your shoulders. You need to be a little bit more focused. You think I'm gonna be like, could you just get out of my face? I won state championship twice. I got this. You don't know what you're talking about. To a 23 Grand Slam winner. We're not talking about any money or anything, no color, no nothing, no sex. I'm saying to a 23 Grand Slam tennis champion, I, as playing tennis and in being an instructor as well, gonna
Right.
just winning 2 championships, gonna tell this woman to F off. You out of your mind. So that's just like these smaller channels that don't want to take into consideration what the bigger channels are doing. Y'all out of y'all mind. Just my little 2 cents.
Well, to be honest with you, I agree with most of what you said, honestly, because of my personal experience. You do have to work hard. You do have to put in the work. You have to put in the content. You have to be consistent. And we all create. I think a lot of us. I know I'm the queen of coming up with some rains or some thunderstorms or some water, but I'm gonna make it entertaining and engaging and have something done overnight. And I primarily have done that in the past to build my playlist. That I belong to a playlist group, so we run each other's playlists to keep our hours going, so we're consistently monetized. So you're not going to see me throw that up every single day. You might catch that running through the night at 3, 4 in the morning or whatever, because I'm making it for a playlist. So I get exactly what you're saying, because I've been to people's live and I'm like, oh, this person's live. I get the notification and then I go over there and it's like, okay, there's nothing going on. There's nobody talking. And it's like pointed at one of those little tabletop waterfalls or something. And it's like, okay. And
I know some people like, he talking about me. I do a silent live stream. He talking about me, but I'm not.
No, I don't think you're talking about anybody in particular. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but I get what you're saying. It is important that if we're going to incorporate those types of things into our content, we have to also be vigilant with making sure we're still live streaming, making sure we're still putting up content, shorts, premieres, things of that. So it's a well-rounded balance.
Absolutely.
Okay? So I totally agree. And really quick, oh my God. Our sister Journey with Kiki blessed with a super chat. Oh my God. I want to say thank you, Kiki. I was trying to find my little thank you clip for her. And then Terrence, I literally got like just a couple more questions.
Of course, no problem.
And then we're going to bring it to a close. But I wanted to just acknowledge Kiki real quick.
Of course. Yeah, Kiki. Look, I call her the blessing.
Hang on, Kiki. Thank you, Kiki.
We got a super chat. We got a super chat. We got a super chat. Thank you, baby, for the super chat.
Oh.
All right. So thank you so much, Kiki, for that blessing. I appreciate you always. And we still got to connect, girl. All right.
Kiki, she's so awesome.
She really is. She's a sweetheart. And it's that whole West Coast vibe, man.
I love it.
It's that Cali. Now, okay, let me see. Let me ask you this, Terrence, because I think it's awesome. Hey, phone check. I think it's awesome that you and Chilling with the Realist Mary B are going to be doing some collaborating. I can't wait to see that. My next question for you is, let me see. How do I have this wrote down? Okay. What are your thoughts? Because I don't know if I've ever seen you do any of this, but what are your thoughts on like sponsored content or brand deals? Do you have any of that type of content? Or
oh my God. Okay, so whoa, I've been getting a lot of emails. Okay, a lot of emails, and I can't talk about some things, but I can talk about a lot of stuff, but I just can't talk about some stuff, because some things, like I will be having some where, for instance, they're going to be sending me something, and then I'll do a video about that and make a review about it. And with that one in particular, it's like, okay, potentially, you can, I would maybe gain some type of monetary thing from it, but in the sense that, okay, the product would be mailed to me, and that product is literally like new, and it's exclusive, like for certain content creators, on purpose. And when it does reach the stores, you're talking like 2-3 G's. So I'm like, okay, sign me up for that. But you have to be careful with some of those things. You got to be careful with some of those things because some of it is like, yeah, they want you to purchase the product. They want you to give a whole lot in order to receive a little bit. And so I'm very careful. And not to be funny, like I don't have like a lawyer like on speed dial. I actually do, but she's a family friend. But it's not like, oh my gosh, okay, oh, I'm gonna have her look at everything. But fortunately, she has looked at some of those emails and things and stuff, whatever. And I'm seeing like, some of them are just not okay. But yes, definitely, that's really what I want to do. It's a blessing to be able to even just get those emails and to potentially, have not just one thing with, say, a particular, company, but just to have a contract with that company. I like to talk about my brother-in-law who has a trucking business. Oh my gosh, my older sister, who her birthday is today, by the way, Keisha B. Thank you. She is like shopping till she drop, I'm sure.
She is.
That girl, she's so supportive of me. I got like 8 ring lights in this room. And she's purchased all of them,
Oh my goodness.
She's bought the stand this phone is on. I mean, she bought the phone that I'm on. She's bought my tablet. I mean,
she's trying to make sure you got all the setup.
It kills me. Before YouTube, she bought me my first tennis racket. I've done a video about that, like where I talked about her and stuff. But she's a huge supporter. Both my sisters are. I'm so blessed. But with that, being said, I mean, I know that opportunities they will come about and things, but I just want to be careful. But yes, like that was like the main thing to just even be considered for something. And when I was talking about my brother-in-law having a trucking business and he has joined with other companies and they're on a contract. So it just won't be one time he'll get a lump sum. It's gonna be like he can always do things with that company and vice versa, and then they could just keep building money, just keep doing it. And so that's really what I want to get into. Let me tell you, I'll tell anybody, and I barely say it on because I don't think people would understand, but I know you will, but I don't want to be that Flo from Progressive or the dude from the Old Spice commercial. Sign me up, okay? I got Old Spice in my shower right now, okay? Like, and you ain't even got to pay me what you paying them. You can give me a couple grand and give me a chicken sandwich. I'm good, okay? But real talk, definitely, yeah, that will be happening, and I'm telling you, it will be. And honestly, and I'm just gonna keep it real. Like I was very close to landing it right. I keep it real, but I was landing like one in particular, and because of situations that I let my guard down. I've let like negativity really creep in, and when I did a video, which I was very apologetic about, and came on, and I've actually deleted that, and I've talked about it, but that got me out of that particular deal, and I said never, no more again, not ever again.
Ooh, okay. You know what? I have heard people say that does and can happen. So yes, you personally experienced that.
And that was $6,000.
Wow. Okay.
For 60 seconds. Let me just say that.
Wow.
For that opportunity. And that was like legit contract in my face. I mean, like honestly. And I'm not lying. You guys, I have no reason to lie, but that's within that contract. You got like I said, I'm a Christian and stuff. They fine with that. They watched all my content. But when I came and I did a video that really cost me, like I said, I learn from my mistakes, and I'm a grown man and I can admit when I'm wrong. I know the situation. I know it was that the way that I handled it was not the way, but it needed to be handled. But that's why I said I'm going to come with on a lighter note, still serious, but I don't have to come out of my character, especially when it's costing me bukus of money, because that's a lot of money to me.
Yeah. Ooh, that is so crazy, but that is so real, and I'm so grateful that you're being transparent with us.
Absolutely,
and sharing that, because I mean that kind of just like goes hand in hand with YouTube's new policies, they're not going to be tolerating a lot of these cussing, what Gio call them, cuss vanities that people have been stating by in their
Exactly.
videos, because it just like that, it cost you a brand deal.
It did. And even with that being said, now I've done my research and I see within the first 8 seconds of a video, if you use some type of profanity, certain ones, I mean, because some of them are okay, but if you use certain ones, like your video won't be monetized. But with that being said, okay, that's just YouTube. That's just the ads. We're talking about branding deals. Some of those companies are not they're just not gonna tolerate it. How you gonna sit up here and do something like family oriented, as far as with businesses, and then everything is negativity,
Hold on, Terrence.
Oh no, you fine. No problem.
Something is trying to connect on my tablet. Hold on.
No, you're fine, Peggy. No problem.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
No, you are just fine. You saying some sorry when I didn't drop down from your chat, from your live, from the panel. I mean.
Oh my God! Something started playing in the background on my laptop. I was like, "What is that?" Oh my goodness! So, oh my God! Welcome in Panama, and actually, Aubrey, thank you, ladies, for being here. So I had to turn that thing off because it was just talking in the background. My last question for you, Terrence, is, well, I guess I kind of went out of order because I think I already asked you what you planned on doing with your content going forward in 2023. And I think you pretty much touched on that with us. So in closing, what advice, I mean, like, you've given us tips as far as how to manage our time between our regular lives versus our content creator lives, but and what tips, what closing remarks do you have for us as far as if we are content creators trying to pursue growth on this platform? And then also let us know where we can find you. I know Gio has been dropping your channel link in the chat. I also had it pinned in the comments up above. Just kind of close us out with like some final words of advice as far as us who are on the grind, trying to build up on this platform and take our stuff to the next level in this new year.
Okay, so I want to say, first of all, I've talked with Google support a whole lot about this link and about this handle, because when they, because now the handle is all active and everything, and people click on it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I'm like, what is this about? So I don't know if the link that you dropped, if people click on it, they may see something like an error or whatever, but it's very possible, So I want to apologize about that. So what I've been doing, like I say, I don't even drop links in my, in my live streams anymore and stuff. But when somebody wants, like, say, okay, Terrence, drop your link or do this, I'll go to like my latest video and I'll drop that, share that link, and then from there they can subscribe if they want to, no pressure. But far as tips, please, everybody, be consistent. Be consistent. And that, again, we're talking about people say, oh, that's so cliche, blah, blah, blah. No, it's real. If you don't, I know, okay, Peace McIntyre probably be exposing a whole lot, but that's how she do it. But I'm telling you, hey, you can't deny the fact that she ain't. Is she consistent or is she consistent? That girl is consistent.
She is very consistent.
And I feel like I definitely feel like, protect your peace. That's something I really talk about a whole lot. Meaning, I don't care if it, like I said, my mom has passed away, but like I like to tell people this, like on my live streams. Like my mom even said, if she were to come herself, and I'm a mama's boy. I'm a mama's boy, okay? And I say that present tense because my mom's spirit is still alive. Her energy does not die. The body just goes, but energy is there, The fact of the matter, because the energy's not in that body can't handle you no more or whatever. And it's like there you go. That's how I look at it, But the energy is very much so alive. And she would tell me, boy, if I say you can't do this or I get in your way of your dreams, you look at me like I got four heads and you keep it moving. And my mom told me that. So if my mom told me that and she gave me the blessing to ignore her when I feel like she's doubting me and my dreams, everybody else watch out because I'm not gonna stop. So get into that mindset of don't let nobody like take you out of character. Address things and address it professionally because we know these people with these deals, they watching, and I mean if that's what you want to do, that's probably going to be the best way to how to go about it. But also that's also, you setting up for yourself, keeping it real. I know some people just say hush to it, but certain things you just can't. I think being a public figure and more and more and more as you expose yourself or just be on social media, it's okay to address certain things and address it one time and then kill it and let everything else kind of go about. But that way you have your stamp on it, and I feel like your true supporters will definitely support you. And honestly, it's just that. Be honest. Be who you are. Do what you want to do. Do what you like to do. Some people say, oh my gosh, Peach McIntyre did all those grocery videos and this and this and that. She was going grocery shopping. She got a grocery shop anyway because of her kids. So she was like, hey, let me just do a little video about it, That's what you do. You find something that you like, and you go about and doing it. When I say, oh, you got this or you can do this, I've been doing this for years in surgery, way before I even really knew about YouTube. So why wouldn't I not bring that attitude to YouTube? This is me. So I'm going to keep, people may think that I'm crazy, but I literally believe in people and I want people to do good. We all can eat, and I like to eat. I hope you like to eat. I hope everybody in chat. Liz, do you like to eat? Y'all like to eat because I like to eat. So we all can get it. We all can get it, but we have to be consistent. We have to protect our peace, and we just have to, honestly be honest. Be honest within yourself and about who you are, because I'm telling you, even people, like say you get bigger, you get the branding deals, you get this. If you're not being true to your audience and people that support you, those people are really gonna it's not gonna be nothing's gonna come from that. Nobody's gonna go over and and shop on that store or look at this or buy that product or even search it, and then that branding deal gonna be like, well, we didn't really get a good turnout because people really don't believe in you because you don't believe in yourself. You gotta be there for yourself, and I think with that is gonna make a successful anything. I mean, no matter what, and stop the self-doubt. But that's to sum it up. I mean, if that's okay.
That was actually really good. I mean, you did a great job with summing it up. Because, like you said, consistency is definitely key. And if you are trying to go for, stepping your game up with your content creatorship, or if you're seeking those sponsored brand deals or whatever your ultimate goal is on here, I think that was great advice that can be applied any way you want to. So
absolutely.
Thank you. And thank you so much for that generous donation. I just saw that, was like, look at Terrence. Thank you so much.
Because I'm on a panel don't mean I can't do it.
Thank you so much. You have been such an awesome guest. You've been my first one-on-one interview of 2023. I've been up, so I'm trying to, broaden my horizons on the platform. I can let people know I can do more than wigs and natural hair. You know, I can talk, I
Oh,
can hold a conversation.
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yes, this has
You
been
do it beautifully.
wonderful. I hope I was fair. I hope I didn't pry too much.
Oh my gosh, you're excellent.
Oh,
I want a follow-up interview.
okay, okay, look.
Is
All
that
right,
possible? Do we do
you can be on the books now.
that?
Look, I'm gonna come over there when you and Mary B get that other stuff rolling, because I know that's gonna be on and
Look,
popping.
you already know it's gonna be something else.
Well, I want to thank you so much, Terrence. Do you have any final words before I close us out?
Honestly, it's like, you know what? Let's all try and love one another, and
Yeah.
that's literally like the only thing that I have. I mean, I know again, people say he's trying to be Papa Teresa, but let's just love. Let's more more love, no hate. People
Yeah.
say let's hate. I say no hate.
Yeah.
Just I put a video out. I said, why is it so hard for us to support or just not to support? Just don't support, and just keep it moving. You want to not support me, but then you want to verbalize it and say, you blah, 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 blah. Well, just don't watch, don't watch,
Right. There's
like
so many channels.
that's the way to
So
do
many
it,
channels.
like, because in a sense, I feel like you kind of want to support me, but you're just insecure, or maybe that's, I don't know. That's just how I look at it. But just love, let's love one another, and let's not hate anyone, So that's just, I don't know. Literally, that's just what I want to. That's just what I want to be about. When I look at this from a medical perspective as well, and it's just so much sadness in the healthcare. It's so much sadness in the world, and I see it through healthcare alone. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, more love would really make even more of a difference.
I agree.
Thank you,
I
Liz. Thank you.
agree. I mean, because it's enough bad stuff out here, definitely on the YouTube street. So, I mean, why put more out there? Um, I,
Absolutely.
I agree. And we have a platform, and it's not to be abused, you know?
Yes.
So we
Yes.
try to find positive things. It's okay to clown and joke and have a little kiki here and there, but you don't need to be tearing nobody down. That's not what it's about.
Exactly. They need to make a platform for that. And then
Well,
with YouTube,
yeah,
we can get back to the entertainment and to the uplifting.
right.
I'm just
Right.
saying. Because, like, I ain't on every platform, but just make a platform for that.
Maybe that's why YouTube is cracking down, because that's what's been really getting all the numbers over here lately.
Exactly.
And the thing is, the advertisers, which is ultimately who is paying the money, they're not comfortable with having their brand associated with that food la la.
Exactly.
That's what it boils down to. So I try to
Mhm.
keep it cute on my channel, because I am trying to get brand sponsorship deals and all that good stuff.
I'll see. Look, they coming, Pandi. They coming.
And I always love to have these type of informative talks, because I feel like I'm learning so much, and I get the chance to ask the questions. And I mean, I guess I got to open up a bit more too, because people will ask me, oh, well, can you come over? And I have this thing like, well, I don't know about hitting everybody's link, because, I
Don't
don't
lose
know.
that.
I'll be having to
Don't
do
lose
a
that.
background check, like, what kind of drama you be having over there?
Exactly.
I
Well,
don't
don't
want
lose that
to.
entirely.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's good. Now that's not terrible, but yeah, you have to open up a little bit.
Yeah, you're right about that. So this was great, Terrence. I am
Thank
going to
you.
thank everybody, and then I'm going to have you hang out for just a
Of
second.
course.
I want to thank you personally. But you
Thank
guys,
you.
I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for this whole 2 hours. I can't believe we've been chatting for 2 hours. I didn't
I
expect
know,
this
girl.
long.
You had some, and you got some people in your chat. Okay,
It went
that's
by
really
so
in your
fast.
chat.
And you were so good with the engagement and your question. I mean, the answers were so good. It was like, lead me on to another question. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you didn't remember to blow dry on the like button for me on your way coming in, please
I
don't
love
forget
it.
to do that.
I
And
did mine. I hit it. I hit it.
all right now, and if y'all have the ability to share this stream out, please share it out for me. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And until next time, guys, you all stay safe. Definitely stay encouraged. And I am going to see you all in the next video. I'm going to bring us to a close. And you guys definitely make sure that the notification bell is double tapped because, like I said, I got some fire interviews lined up. Different content creators that offer different things that were intriguing to me. So I feel like it would be intriguing to you all as well as informative. So you guys definitely stick around. Make sure those notification bells are checked so that you guys are in the loop of when new content is coming up on the channel. All right, guys. With that being said, I am going to close us out. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank y'all.
Peace.